Good evening and welcome to the Highgate Select meeting for February 16th, 2023. Our first order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for coming. So is there any public comment? Go ahead, Sue.
I'm just letting you know, and I'm very pleased, Swanton Village, and I don't know if they got in touch with you, but they have been working on our road for the last week, and they have taken, guardrails have taken a lot of the tree branches off the trees when we had the heavy snow. There was a lot of branches that was on the wires. They are all cleaned out on Monument Road. Garbage has been down there cleaning it out, and it's been a big help. Because when we had the bad snow, a couple times, the snow was really heavy on the wires. So you guys don't have to worry about that, it's all cleaned out. Garbage did an excellent job.
Okay, good.
So I just wanted to let you know ahead of time, that's really all I have to say, but thank you for Garbage, they did a beautiful job.
Okay. Gary, would you like to sneak in so that you can go home?
Sneak in, sneak out, yeah, smart man.
So I just would like to have approval of buying up to 5 sets of turnaround gear. So I got 4 new guys and one's up for a new set anyway. And each set, just with bunker pants and the coat, is $2,500 alone. Boots are, I think, like almost $400. Because we're gonna go back to fire decks because they are a little bit cheaper. So we're talking just a little over 14,000.
And you have it in your budget?
In which I have it in my budget. And one set, I'm gonna try to see if they can at least rush one set, because I have not to discriminate, a bigger fellow than we normally have.
Yep.
I mean, he has a set now, but when he buttons it, it kinda,
It's not safe.
it snugs him. And I just rather have him comfortable.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so Gary's coming before us because our policy says anything over $5,000 we need to approve, so do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I will second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and the second thing is, what's the matter with the tower and your communications?
As far as that goes, we're having problems, like, we had that, what was it, the ice storm or snowstorm? We had a bunch of trees down.
Yeah.
Dane couldn't talk to that Louie on the other end of town. So we're just trying to clean it up so we can actually communicate a little bit better.
Okay.
Without Central's, are you talking to us? No, we're just trying to get a hold of the other guy on the other side of town. I mean, I know there's gonna be not perfect, but we did have somebody come in and check it out. Says, well, you can do this and try that. We couldn't actually get Mike Lawyer, the Franklin Fire Chief, involved too, just to help us clean things up a little bit so we can have a little bit more communications within the town.
Okay.
We got a point A and point B, because sometimes we have a hard time even getting a hold of the water supply if we need to. And that's sometimes right around the corner.
So, have you found a good working plan? Do you need money? Do you need?
No, Dane's got 3 quotes and they're all like three grand or probably a little less. It's less than $5 grand.
Okay, and you've got enough in your budget to cover it?
We got enough budget cover, and we asked Mike if we could use their repeater from Franklin, and they were gonna vote on it, I think, last week.
Okay.
So, I mean, if they have problems, obviously, if they pull us on, we'd help them pay for the
Right.
thing, but other than that, that's pretty much it,
Okay. Alright, perfect.
so.
Anything else for Gary?
I would just, while Gary's here, there was a request from Dane for a $125,000 application for air packs.
Yes.
That was it next week.
Which was, not a need, but a want.
Okay, so
So going forward, we'll look for possible grants. Is that okay to look for possible grants going forward for new air packs?
Yes, I know Ralph gave me, pricing for new air packs, but if we could go with a certain brand, we'd have to get a new compressor too,
Okay.
which I can, when I get a chance, I'll swing that over to you.
So yeah, if you give her an idea, that way she knows how much money to kind of look for.
Yeah, it's over 100,000.
Right, it won't be, you're not gonna get everything,
Right.
you know, in a year, but if we could do a few,
A few here and there.
right. You know, that way we can start planning for that update. Even if we put it in the CIP too, in the future years, so that we have constant money going toward the updating of that equipment.
Good.
So, okay. Yeah, the short notice on that one grant,
Yeah.
but
I apologize.
Well, yeah,
for that,
well-
but-
we'll look going forward for opportunities to, now that we know that we need to think about replacing them.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Gary, town meeting, I know Sharon's probably mentioned it to you, but have you guys decided if you're gonna do anything with coffee and
We're not
They don't want
doing
Okay,
No, the Friends of the Library may do something.
okay,
They're
okay,
trying to decide now, but
Okay.
we'll try to do something.
okay, cause I know I haven't heard nothing.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
anything.
Okay, anything else? All right, moving on to Shelley. So we have four properties still on the tax sale list. And we have check warrants. Does anyone have any questions about the check warrants? Has everyone had a chance to look at it? Can I have a motion to sign?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Alright, all those in favor say aye.
Oh,
Aye. Hey, Chris, you got a hot mic.
Really quiet.
Okay.
Alright, and Shelley did give us a update on our budget. Things look pretty good on that front. Any questions about that? Okay. Wendy, would you like to start?
Sure. We have minutes from February 2nd.
Okay. Has everyone had a chance to look at the minutes? Can I have a motion to sign? Do I have a second?
second,
All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you. I sent you all a individual that was interested in helping us out to serve as a moderator at our floor meeting
Yay.
in a mere few weeks. Phil Ledoux.
Okay.
He's fully retired now, has more time. He has always attended town meetings, so he's very familiar with it. I think he would run a good meeting. He's willing to give it a go. It will free a member of the select board up to be doing what you need to do, but
Yeah.
I will leave the decision up to you. He submitted a written, letter of interest, and I told him I would put it before you tonight.
Okay,
Need a motion?
I do.
I'll make that motion that Phil Ledoux covers moderator for the 2023 town meeting.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Perfect, I will let him know and get him lots of stuff to read. Let's see. The list of positions that you're gonna be appointing after town meeting, I went over it at the last meeting. It is lengthy. So anybody that's interested in being appointed to any of these positions, if they could submit a letter of interest by March 9th, you will be appointing at your meeting after town meeting, which will be on the 16th of March. Tree warden, animal control officer, assistant animal control officer, deputy health officer, Northwest Solid Waste District rep, Northwest Regional Planning reps, 2 of them, Transportation Advisory Committee, delinquent tax collector, road commissioner, fire commissioner, 2, development review board, 2, planning commission, recreation commission, 5 of the 7 terms are up. The entire village core committee, 9 of them, and communications union district. So those will all be up for appointment. I've gotten quite a few letters already, of people that are looking to get reappointed. If anybody wants to, like Phil, that's freshly retired or suddenly came and wants some extra time and wants to help out, just reach out to me. What next? Dog licensing is going great. Our clinic, I started heavily advertising that this week. It's got a lot of shares, so I'm hoping we have a great turnout. That'll be March 25th at the arena from 9 to noon. Best prices you'll ever find. If going to the vet is super expensive, so it's a good way to vaccinate your pets at a very reasonable price. Cheryl from Pause for Thought and her crew will be there helping us. Fire department's gonna help us with parking and traffic outside, and our ACO health officer will be there helping me, probably my kids, as usual. So I'll touch base more on that after town meeting when it gets closer. But for town meeting, updates. Town reports are around town at DeSorcy's, Martin's, McEwen's, the arena, the library, and the town office. You can call and have them mailed to you. PDF should be on our website. I'm hoping to have it tomorrow on Repro. The floor meeting will start at 9 this year, which is a change. We voted on that 3 years ago. We haven't been on the floor since, so our floor meeting starts at 9. By 10, it could be half over.
Yep.
Australian ballot voting will be at the school from 7 to 7 that day. We do have 3 ballots this year. Let's see, this is our town ballot. Not too exciting, no races, a few empty spots that no one is running for. This is our school district ballot. Again, there are no races and a few empty spots. And of course, the budget questions for the school. And then the Northwest Solid Waste District, they have a bond vote question for member towns. So there's 3 ballots we'll be handing out at the polls. Everything else for us will be on the floor. Let's see. We talked about coffee and donuts, maybe friends of the library.
Yeah.
Okay. Our info session will be at our next select board meeting, March 2nd at 6:30. We'll go through all the articles for town meeting. There'll be a Zoom link and it'll be on our website after the meeting. I did ask Northwest Solid Waste District to attend. They said they would try to send someone.
Okay.
They are having their own info session on their bond vote on February 23rd at 6 o'clock at St. Albans City Hall. And they did send me a It's a good flyer. I did put it all over the place on our website, on our social media. It's a 3-page flyer on their bond vote. What are the renovations? Why do we need them? How are we gonna pay for it? And the 19 towns that are voting on this, because it's Franklin and Grand Isles, there are 19 towns that are gonna be voting on this issue. So this should answer a lot of people's questions on our website, on our social media pages, or pick up a copy here. Hopefully they'll come to our info session, but the school info session is Tuesday, February 28th at 7 o'clock in the MVU library. And absentee ballots, I have sent out quite a few already. Call me, email me, stop by.
I'll take one. Please.
Yes, sir. Or you can use the My Voter page. I need them back by 7 p.m. on March 7th in order for them to be counted. I think. Other than having you move into the liquor control board, I've got 6 for you.
Wow. Okay. I'd make a motion to exit the regularly scheduled select board meeting and enter into the liquor control board.
So moved.
Okay, second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. So, in the new portal, which it's been a learning curve, but we're getting there. Towns are now also approving tobacco licenses and tobacco substitute endorsements,
Oh,
which are vaping products. So they go through the towns just like the liquor licenses, then off to the state. So I have for tonight, and I don't know if you want to do them one by one or if you want to group them by establishment.
let's group them by establishment.
Okay. So I have 3 for the Jolly in Highgate, a second-class liquor license, a tobacco license, and a tobacco substitute endorsement.
Okay. Do I have a motion to allow Wendy to approve those licenses for the Jolly store?
We'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you. I have 1 for DeSorcy's Market so far, a second-class liquor license.
Okay, do I have a motion for DeSorcy's liquor license second class?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I heard
I
Chris.
heard Chris got it.
Second.
Now. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 And lastly, you already approved RL Valley's liquor license, so tonight I have their tobacco and tobacco substitute endorsements.
Okay, do we have a motion for RL Valley?
I'll make that motion.
Do I
I'll
have a
second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 That's it.
Okay. All right. Heidi.
Come out of.
Oh, whoops, yeah, that would be
Oh.
nice, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to exit the liquor control board and tobacco control board, and enter into the regular select board meeting.
So moved.
Second. Oh,
I got Chris,
All
okay.
right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Now, Heidi.
Okay. There was a lot of updates in the report, so if you have any other questions, just let me know. I'm going to just buzz through on things that I need your approval on. And under the airport infrastructure project, I didn't know at the time I wrote the packet, but we did hear back from Vermont Economic Progress Council about the community revitalization and, you know what I'm talking about.
Recovery program, yeah.
CRP.
Yep.
And we were awarded $700,000 towards that project.
So that's great news.
So it takes the pressure off greatly for the town because in current inflationary periods and the fact that our estimates are 2 years old,
Right.
our bids could be much more than we anticipated. So this fills out your funding stack very nicely. And, but I need to get approval from EDA for the change in our local match. So I created a letter, very similar to what you had done previously. And that's just letting them know that we'll be getting our local match from a different source.
Okay, so everyone had a chance to look at the letter? Do we have a motion to sign?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
The AOT grants are coming up, so we're working with Tyler Billingsley to make some decisions on that, get some estimates for paving, to submit those grants. So we're meeting with him on the 21st, and that's a good segue into an update on the Country Club Road. And I didn't have all of that at the time I made the packet, so it's in that additional information. So we're meeting on site on the 21st. Tyler created a plan, it's in your packet, and he just wants to walk the boundary with Mr. DeRosa to make sure that there's no encroachment onto his property. And then all we have to do is submit an 1111 permit to the state to get that approved. So he'll be meeting there on the 21st, and then he'll join Butch to look at the other projects and come up with some proposals for us.
Perfect.
Heidi,
Yeah.
a quick, I think we talked sometime during the last couple weeks, is gonna be a bus turnaround there at Country Club?
Well, the plow turnaround
For
will
the
be
plow.
open to the bus.
Okay.
They always turn around in the same spots.
Are there any written plans for that, or is that just a verbal from the state?
Well, we sent the request to the state, like, could we develop something on your property there? And they said yes, submit an 1111 permit, so that's what this plan is for.
Okay. Is that in this additional? I didn't read the additional yet.
And if the boundary is all fine, we're good to go.
Okay. Thank you.
So, I think that's it, unless you have some specific questions, other than, we did find out from Cross Consulting that they are approaching completion on our design, for the transfer station stabilization, and they're ready to put that up to bid likely on March 2nd, with bids back for your March 16th meeting.
So the project that we thought was going to be years in advance is now all of a sudden now. But we do have full funding, so we are,
No complaints.
yeah, no complaints there.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. I wanted to cover a few things with you in executive.
Okay.
That are negotiations. Other than that, that's it.
All right. So an update on the library. The library had a plumbing issue due to cold weather. That's all back up and running, up to snuff.
Sort of. They're functioning right now, but the restoration company came in and said that there was water under the boards long enough that they don't want the boards to stay because they're gonna be really moldy underneath.
Yeah.
The basement is full of mold. So, as soon as they can, they're gonna try to rip the floor out.
So lovely.
They will not be functioning for a while. And the basement will definitely need to have all the sheetrock torn out. It's soaking wet and there's mold already.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
not good.
Not so good. Okay.
They're doing their best over there.
Yeah, yeah,
Pretty bad situation.
yeah. Anything else for the select board?
You wanna talk about, Gunny Road, or just that being executive?
You should be able to talk about the Gagne Road.
Okay. I went and saw Karen, Fortin,
Yeah,
Karen Gunny Fortin, and, she talked to her father, and he's in favor of letting us use that whole turnaround.
okay.
But she came in, and when I was talking to her, she said, until he passes, then her son is gonna take it over. And this is where it gets kind of complicated, is that he would want it back. So that's where we get into a problem. Because he thinks he wants to put a garage there, and he's gonna have kids, and so, but she said for right now, but I don't think we can do it that way, right?
Well, we
I
were,
think her son's name's already been added to.
Yeah, she told me he's on the trust.
Yes,
right,
Yeah.
that's true.
Right. So-
well, we could still draft something until such time, but I think we were hoping for a little bit more
Right.
concrete option, just so that we
Right, that's
wouldn't have to do it twice, but.
why I wanted to bring it back in, let you know what.
And Butch did say that they could turn around in that barn if they got an easement there in the yard.
That is, I was told now that's Brian Rouse. So we'd have to go to Brian Rouse if they had to turn around there.
Okay.
Because there would be a cost for you to do an easement, go through that, and to have to do it again in a few years.
Right.
Seems tough. So,
Okay, so let's table that until we can find a appropriate solution. Although, Mr. Gagne, thank you very much for the use, and we will continue to use it for now, but we'll look to the future a little bit. All right, were you able to contact the other people?
No, I was,
Okay.
I rode up there, but I don't know exactly what, you know, where they're talking about. I gotta get with Butch,
Okay.
and I don't know what door to knock on, or,
Okay.
so. I have been up there.
Okay. Take Keith, he can knock on doors for you.
Yeah. He drives.
There you go.
On Raynham Road?
Yes.
I put a few things under the select board. One of which was a wait notice. The policy is that it just has to be presented to the select board and posted, etc. So just as a part of posting, could you please just read out those roads that are
So we have posted roads, 2 axles at 15,000, 3 axles at 18,000, tractor trailer unit at 20,000. No vehicle having such weight, including vehicle and load exceeding, shall be operated on the following roads in the town of Highgate from March 15th to May 15th. The Parent Road, the Cassidy Road, the Cook Road, the Tart Road, the Dutton Road, Rollo Road, Ballard Road, Macy Road, and Jerky Road. So that is our listing on all our social media, on our website, and all around town.
So can I talk about that, Sharon?
Yes.
The posted road, most of those posted roads, there's heavy trucks going on there. You know, I guess I don't understand, and I'd like you to kind of explain to me, because most of those roads, by May, all them roads are gonna be covered with manure trucks. You got milk trucks that are traveling each day, grain trucks. I guess I don't understand why who are we stopping, I guess. I'd like an explanation, that's all.
So agricultural, you cannot stop because you can't stop someone from operating
Right.
their business that way.
Right.
So for grain to feed the cows, for manure trucks, for milk trucks, the town doesn't have any options.
Right, and I understand, but any truck, even if a farmer has say he has a cement truck, you can't stop that either. So most of those roads up there are just farm. I guess who are we stopping is what I guess my question is.
Well, the town provides permits
Yeah.
so that we know who's going on that road. So if it's a cement truck, yes, they need to have a permit to go on that road, to go overweight, basically saying where they're going, what they're doing.
They have to provide proof of insurance and.
Right. Because if they ruin the road, we're going to contact their insurance and say, excuse me, but you just took out a $10,000 road and.
So I guess what I'm saying is, say they were building a barn. So does that barn have to wait until, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it would be all considered farming, right? If Harrison's gotta go down there, if he's building a barn, they would be exempt, wouldn't they?
No, not for my way of
Okay,
looking at it, because
A lot of people call here, I gotta deliver this load of rafters or whatever.
right.
Yeah,
On this road, is it posted? And they'll talk to Butch and Butch will go check out the condition of the road. Is there an exception? Is it possible for it to happen before May 15th? A lot of people call. Most people are very mindful.
so I got a call last year, but it was in Franklin. I think it was lumber or something like you said, but it was but they still have to check with us because they're going through Highgate.
Not if they're on the state roads.
No,
Or
this
not
was
on
the Franklin road.
Traveling a Highgate posted road to get to Franklin?
Is the Franklin road posted?
No.
No, but that's what, and I think I
Those
read at
roads
the
are all
time.
dirt, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, these roads are,
oh, yeah,
Dirt.
yeah.
yeah,
But yes, if you're gonna run on
yeah,
them, you need to tell the town, so at least Butch has a heads up that,
yeah.
Sharon, what about the out-of-town sap haulers that are hauling sap up the St. Armor Road? That's well overweight. Is that farming? That's a private individual selling sap to another business.
Paved road, isn't it?
But it's well overweight, it's our town road.
if it's a paved road, then it's a matter for DOT, of being overweight. But will they do it? It's a fine line because Vermont's very touchy about agriculture and what they put on for limits.
I won't say who it is because they're sneaking around because they're staying off 78. And they're coming down, what's that road? Up where your daughter lives there.
Tight road?
That road, coming in the back way, going over. They're on their road. Then they shoot up in the back, where they come from, like down. I know it's that follow.
I guess you could make a case either way,
I was just
that
curious.
it's farming
That's
or,
gonna hurt if, example, if you say if another company comes in and gets an aqua permit, and we say they ruined the road, well, maybe they not be the only one to ruin the road.
Right.
Maybe the sap hauler or whatever hauler it is. Say it'd be a log truck hauler or something, I don't know.
right. And even the farm trucks.
Yeah.
We question farmers about loads. Do we have the right to? Yes, because it's our road. Can we do anything about it? Maybe not. But if we find somebody that's ruining our roads and they could do something else,
Yeah.
there's no reason not to go after their insurance or fine them and have some repercussions. Because God knows gravel and stone and this stuff costs lots of money. A lot more money than you imagine.
I'll just give it.
Yeah. And we've tried very hard to up our gravel budgets and stuff so that we can keep our roads in good condition, so. You know, most of our farmers are pretty good about that, you know, everybody's, like Wendy said, pretty mindful of,
I think
You know what
they're
they're
in
doing.
great condition. I think our highway crew does a wonderful job.
yeah,
I follow them every morning.
yeah. No, they do a good job, and this just helps them do a better job so that we can keep track of who's doing what. So, but yes, if you need a permit, Wendy is the lady to see.
Yes.
And she will take great care of you. And you can certainly call and find out the road condition. And if there needs to be an exception, then Wendy can get a hold of Butch and Richard and they can find out. You know, we're not uncompromising, but we're not pushovers either. So,
Thank you for that
that,
explanation.
that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's been a while.
okay.
There was one more letter in there for, the select board, for, what are your planning commission?
Yes. So, we have a member of our planning commission, Bruce Ryan, who has been with us for over 25 years on our planning board. And he is a fabulous gentleman, extremely funny if you get to know him. And he has asked to retire. So I'd like everyone to sign his letter, and we'd like to thank him very much for his public service, and he's done a great job for us, and he will surely be missed. But we hope that his health continues to improve and he feels well, and he's welcome to any planning commission meeting he'd like to come to. So we have a letter here to sign for him, if you would all be so good as to do so.
His health isn't that good, is it?
No, his wife passed away,
Oh, I know his wife was.
and
He was here, helpful.
it's been hard for him,
Yeah.
so. And he's been doing good with the planning commission, but he's,
He's great, he's like the grammar police. He doesn't miss any typos on anything.
he really is a very funny man.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah. I know they'll miss him. But that means there is a planning commission opening.
It's one of the two that's on that list, yeah.
Yep. So if anyone is so inclined,
One meeting a month.
yep.
I can take that to Chris
Yes, if you would
Okay.
please.
and return it.
That would be lovely. Okay. Anything else that, You'd like us
Just
to,
a couple things in executive contracts.
okay? Anything else, Richard?
Nope, not,
Okay.
not for right now.
So, Vern, go ahead and do your spiel and
Actually,
I'll
we
finish it up.
I was gonna say that. Do you have the positive story?
Well, if we're doing positive, we're doing it at the end so that we
Well,
leave
that's
on
what
a
I'm
good
saying.
note.
Okay. A public service announcement. There's this. It's kind of my latest thing, but everybody should know about it. The Affordable Home Heating Act that the Vermont Legislature is working on right now, pushing through. If you haven't read it, I highly, highly encourage you to read it. As a working Vermonter, even as a non-working Vermonter, if this bill passes, most people are gonna have to choose between turning your thermostat down, heat, or food. They're talking about raising propane, oil, and natural gas prices $1 to $2 a gallon if this goes through. This will start this coming fall. There's a bunch of other things in there like that. Basically, it's going to make fossil fuels unaffordable in Vermont. Like I said, I highly encourage you to read it. I got more on it coming probably in another meeting or two.
Oh, that was pretty simple. Vern likes to take care of our statewide politics, so we let him do the research and we follow along for the ride. But a couple of things. First, a real shout out to our volunteers for all our committees and those positions that need to be filled. I really encourage people to step up. It doesn't take a lot of time commitment. It can work into your schedule. But there are a lot of wonderful people that help out with the town. We certainly could not do it without them. And we're very happy to have you. So please don't hesitate to send a letter of interest in. You may find that you want 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of those positions, and you're welcome to have them. We'll be happy to sign you up. And the last thing is that for town meeting, I'm asking for a favor. I'm asking for positive stories from community members. I'd like to acknowledge people who've done something really well or something very positive for the town of Highgate. A couple of years ago, we talked about an honor flight. We talked about some other things, people that have gotten awards. I'd like to know who those people are because I'd like to recognize those again at town meeting. There's enough garbage and enough bad stuff out there, but there's a lot of good stuff here. So I'd really like to push the good stuff. So I'm asking people, if you know someone who's done something special or has been recognized, if you know a group that's important, if you know something that's just fabulous that's happened in town, if you can reach out, please. I would really like to recognize those people or those organizations. Let's really look for the blessings in life instead of just all the anxiety producing garbage that sometimes happens and sometimes we're overloaded with. And that is my thought for today.
I'll second that positive thought.
All right, good, Bert. So I make a motion, if there's no other comments, make a motion to exit. Do you have any comments, Keith? Okay. To exit the regular select board meeting and enter into executive with Heidi Birch-Valenta.
Chairman, you want to update on Charlie Nonny?
Yes, please.
Okay, I go out and see Mr. Nonny, my uncle, about every other day. He probably is not coming home from the thing. He is actually dating,
Oh, good.
but he's not enough to the deal to come home to his wife, so they're gonna move him on to the other end of the line. But he still remembers a lot of things in town. We talk about it every time we go up here. Cause I bought him out of town report, and I won't tell you what he said. But he's high spirited still.
Good, good. Have they moved him to a place for?
No, they're actually gonna keep him in the rehab center, but he's going down in a long-term way.
Okay.
And there's a outbreak of COVID, and again, I won't repeat what he said if they move him down there. You all know, but like I say, his spirits are getting high.
Good, good. Charlie's been a valued member of the community.
Yeah, that's our big discussion right now is the historical society.
Yes, yeah, it's, that
I'll
will
have
be
to
a,
crank him up every day just to keep him going.
yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right,
Sue.
bye, Sue.
Take care.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay,